Yes, that's right, Race. See some tea etiquette right now, and spoiling your mom with a special high tea is probably a great way to spend Sunday. And joining me on our elegant high tea table is Natasha Ramnarayan, as well as who is senior product developer at Woolies, alongside our very own chef Clem. And we're about to give you a lowdown on the Woolies infused tea range and sharing some tips on modern day tea etiquette. Good morning, Natasha.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very excited about this, and I know Chef Clem, you're probably getting excited about this too. Natasha, let's start with the Woolies infused tea range.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with my favorite at the moment, which is the selection pack. This is new on shelf now, and this contains 5 different variants, and you get 4 tea bags each. And it's packaged in this beautiful little package here. So it's great to take on holidays. So at least you have a selection of your favorite, or just to keep at home to spoil yourself.
That's nice. I love the variety pack, especially if you're not sure, because I've stood in the tea aisle and I'm like, okay, which one to get, At least that way you get a selection in one box. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of, which ones are apart from the variety pack, do you have a specific flavor that you enjoy?
Okay, I really like the chamomile, especially now that we're working from home and after a long day at work. This is great because it helps to soothe and to relax, especially at night or daytime naps.
There we go. I'm here for the daytime naps. And then I know when people don't always feel good, they always say, drink a bit of ginger, drink some ginger. So how does the ginger root infused tea?
Okay, so the ginger root infused tea has real ginger infused in it. It tastes great. It has that fiery ginger taste. And like you said, everyone says ginger is best when you're getting the flu or just feel down.
Yeah. Now I know when we make a cup of tea, I'm quite guilty of not actually letting it steep long enough. So Chef Clem, what is the correct method? Is it one of those you first need to warm up the teapot with some hot water and then discard it, or is there a specific way to really make the perfect cup of tea?
So it does start out with actually rinsing out your teapot, because teapots normally just sit on the shelf for like a week and a bit, sometimes longer. So you always want to just rinse out the pot. And if you're going to use hot water, even better, because you're already warming up the pot. So next thing, how long do you steep your teas?
Not too long, because I don't want it to get cold.
So let's say about like 3, 4, 5...
2 minutes?
2 minutes. Okay, so if you're using rooibos or normal salon-style teas, 4 to 5 minutes is what you're looking for.
Okay.
For your green teas, that's when you're going 2 to 3 minutes. And then obviously the longer it sits in that water, the more infusion, the more extraction you get. Talking about extraction, a little tip that I do, I actually take the chamomile tea and I brew a big pot of tea and then I pour it into my wife's bath.
Oh,
wow.
So you get chamomile-like flavors, just a little hint. Don't only have to drink it, it's actually really amazing. And the smell is just so amazing. Okay, next thing. Pinky's out or pinky's in?
Pink is out. No, pinky in. I think I was told if you do it pinky out, it's
like
it's considered like very common.
Okay,
Is
so
it?
pinky's in. Pinky's in. Okay.
So when you hold it, pinky in.
I'm going to give you one as well. Okay, so pinky's in. The next thing is, when you actually drink your tea, you're actually supposed to lift up the saucer in your least dominant hand. I'm left-handed, but I'm going to do it like this. And then you would actually just grip the handle and drink it from here. And it should be above waist height.
Above waist height.
Because I'm also wondering how would you be drinking it below waist?
Well, they probably don't want you to have it here.
You're right.
That's very why they say waist height.
And pinky's in, and then you go for a sip. Another very important thing, when you stir, you're not supposed to let the teaspoon hit the sides of the teacup. It's not the culinary hotline, ting, ting, ting. You don't want to hear the ting, ting, ting. It's got to be quiet, okay?
Oh, you failed. You just failed.
I'm like, oh my God, I'll be so nervous. And I'm wondering if you have to follow these rules and you're with the queen. So you're like...
You'll never get to actually the tea at the bottom, like the sugar granules at the bottom.
You'll miss it. Then the next thing is actually, when do you add your milk? When do you add your milk when you make tea?
So normally after the brewing.
After the brewing. And that's because of temperature, because you want your water to be above 95 degrees. So don't be putting your finger in the water to feel if it's 95 degrees. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Water boils at 100 degrees. So as soon as your water boils, get into your teapot or get it into your teacup and let it brew in the cup and then add your milk. If you're adding your milk first, you're going to drop the temperature. You're not going to get that proper infusion. That's what you want.
And then you're going to have milky tea. But what I love about these Woolies infused teas, I mean, I'm looking here, we haven't touched on the lemon peel and ginger root. These are the type of teas that I love to drink, black, plain. You don't
Same.
mess with the flavor. You really get the full like experience.
I don't even add sugar to mine. I kind of like the flavor of like, for example, the lemon peel and the ginger root. I just want to get that. I don't want to add any extra sugar, which you can do. You can add sugar, you can add honey to it, like we've got the beautiful honey in the front there. I just love the pure flavor of tea. And every time we do tea, kind of like make it a ceremony, because I mean, there's so many cultures do embrace tea and they create like a ceremony around it. And I think anytime you can create an occasion, especially around Mother's Day, do it. Get the cupcakes, get the tea, and just have a celebration.
There we go, there we go. Well, lots of exciting things to do. What's great about these Woolies Infusions tea is that they were 100% naturally caffeine-free. There we go. Something delicious to add to your table, especially if you're planning on spoiling mom with some of the finest teas that you can buy at Woolies. As they say, life is like a cup of tea to be filled with to the brim and to be enjoyed with friends and, of course, with our moms. There we go.
Dear Mom,
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for always being the Mbokodo that you are.